Normally on a day like this, I just wouldn't play, but because of the 4 times bonus, and I want to get those Christmas boxes. So we have an issue. I'm top tier. I feel the need to be close to the enemy, but like I said, it's going to be high latency. I still have to stay far away. You can see it says 785 milliseconds. Okay. Notice the vehicle's not really moving, not turning. Anything jumping around is not a stream error. That's what is going on. I'm seeing the same thing. I'm seeing vehicles jump around and move funny. See how the gun is moving weird? It's hard to fire when your gun suddenly jumps in another direction. Yeah, that guy's jumping around. So you got to use auto aim and stay far away. If I do any close combat, it's over. And thank God there's no more team damage, because if when you have high latency, you'll hit your teammates a lot more often. Things will disappear from the minimap. See, the vehicle's not turning again. Guns jumping around. I need to get in a better position. This position's not very good. I'm going to move back. It's actually pretty good right now. I just got spotted. How did I get spotted? Gonna use HE rounds. Did 158 damage, angling. Nice bounce. Gonna do another angle. You always want to zigzag when you're moving towards or away from the enemy. You don't want to head directly towards them. You don't want them to hit your flat armor. Oh, come on. The 257 is firing heat. It's too high. Don't really have a good angle. Nice, I got something. 188. Really need a better angle. Like that. So it looks like he hit me with HE. I left him with 2 hit points. Hit him for 227. They're planning on rebalancing HE, and the reason why is they don't like the type of thing that I'm doing. They want everyone to play hull down and be invincible, so they're going to make it so that HE doesn't do damage anymore. They made a statement a long time ago where they said they wanted to make armor relevant again, and when they did that, they started making everything a corridor map, and everything had all the armor buffed. So all the play style is you got to be hull down. HE rounds is the next thing in that process. Long reload. Okay, he's obviously gone. See how it's jumping around? Maybe I can hit him if I climb this hill. But I gotta watch my back. Oh, yeah. Missed. Come on. Yeah, you see how it's disappearing? I'm gonna take a chance that those guys don't have good positioning. Well, that's not good. And I'm doing this, to help my team out. I got a lot of hit points. We got some tanks. They should go one way. I'll go the other way. So I told the T-54 to watch out for what's going on in the north. Not paying attention here, obviously. We are officially surrounded. I got hit points, so I gotta use them. Did it even fire? It's like it didn't even fire. Okay, I'm gonna go after the WZ. What the hell was that? Okay, so you saw that my gun was pointed in a completely different direction. That the shot came out of. Spin that gun around. Really having trouble here. Come on. No. Come on, buddy. Come on. Just going to park right here. So I took a lot of hits there. That Conway hit me at least 4 times. Really rough. This is the obvious spotting bush. He's going to know that I'm here if I spot him from over here. And the T-49 is going to spot me. So you know what? I'm not going to go there. I could take a chance he's still there. Just keep blind firing. So it looks like I made the right move, right? Oh, he shot back. Look at that. I don't know where he shot from, though. Yeah, you can see that I didn't have good gun depression. There's little I could do. But the good thing is he's out in the open. And I got a bush to hide behind. I just got to get there real fast. This tank is so slow. Okay, so I really want to stay with my allies, but we got to do something here. We can't just stay here. See that? So that is latency. You see how late that shot went out? Manually, using the manual mode is not going to solve anything. The only thing I can do is cross my fingers. Got to use the auto aim with the high latency. You're not playing the game on your client. You're playing the game on the server. What you're doing is you're sending your keyboard commands to the server. So, and the server is reporting back where it thinks you are. Open up some boxes. You want to get obviously the high numbers because you're going to get large quantities of the low numbers. So, because we have another 2 weeks left, I'm pretty sure I'll get a lot of the rewards in terms of the camouflage presets. I almost always use the apply. It's very rare that I don't. See, I did pretty good considering I had really high latency. The other thing that I learned, you see how it says direct hits and penetrations, it says 11 and 1, but I did 1,400 damage. So this is not something you can accurately judge because the HE rounds are going to show up differently than regular rounds. Okay, so let's try another heavy tank. Usually, because of my high latency, I'll play tank destroyers, SPGs, and then heavy tanks, and then medium tanks. But I don't have any tier 9 SPGs. I played all my tank destroyers, so I only have heavy tanks, mediums, and one light tank. And there's no way I'm going to play the light tank. That would just be crazy. So if I have packet loss for more than a couple, like a second or so, they'll kill me. So that's why I can't be too close to the enemy. Minor packet loss is not that big of a deal. However, it's weird things are still going to happen. Like I could drive too far out in the open and things like that. I'm going to try to take up a position to block damage up in the front. I'll use the HE rounds. The penetration is okay, but nothing special on this. What I'm going to do, you don't want to do if you have a large cupola. This one's relatively small. Because I have a stronger turret, it makes sense for me to block damage for my team. So what's going to happen is the enemy is going to waste their shots on me. And it's going to let my allies shoot at the enemy when they come out to shoot at me. I had a game today where I blocked like 8,000 damage. Don't remember the situation, but I did have a game today that was good for blocking damage. Maybe it was a Maushin or something. So it seems like the delay is gone. Who hit me? Was it a T4? I thought it was a T-34. I guess it was just... I know it sounded like a huge explosion, but they did so little damage that it really doesn't matter. It's jumping around a lot. Pointing where the SPG is. Oh, come on, don't do... Ah! Ping went up to 450. I don't understand why it's taking so long to aim. It's not like I'm far away or anything. If you hear engine noise and my vehicle is not moving, that's the lag and the latency. See how it's jumping around a lot? Yeah, I'm supposed to be reversing. It's jumping around a lot. It's okay, so I guess it's kind of going where I want it to go. I'm just seeing it as a delay. I'm going to take one more hit from the SPG at most. And then maybe we'll go blind fire the SPG. I don't want to get in my ally's way. So he's going to have to control that position. I'll go somewhere else. Yeah, like I said, anything that's jumping around is the latency. Okay, really confused. The good thing about being here is that it is hull down. All this jumping around. Look at all that crazy stuff I got to deal with. All hull down. You want to stay close to that wall. Got to use that auto aim. There's a little bit of a delay. Probably best if I reverse. There might be a tank there. There's an unspotted vehicle. Oh, the SPG's dead. Looks like I see 4 tanks on my side. So it wasn't an amazing game, but at least we're winning. Can't really see what's going on. Oh, I don't know if I can go through this. Yeah, I didn't think so. I've always wanted to show high latency games, like right there is another example, but the replays don't show all the effects of the latency. You know, the replay makes it look nice. It's like, what even, did the shot even go out? I guess I killed him for 73 points. Yeah, maybe there was a delay. It seemed like there was a delay. I was really close. Can't wait. Let's see the amazing message from Hawking. You ready? Okay, so it's like opening a gift box. We don't know if he's going to say something really offensive. Before I made the stat padding videos, people were so nice to me. Shouldn't help assholes like your kind free sniping. I shouldn't help assholes like your kind free sniping. So I guess I was free sniping in one of the games. Let's see, it wasn't any of these. Which game was I free sniping in? Oh, it was this game I was free sniping in. So it was the one on steps. I was free sniping. I apologize. You were right. I was free sniping on steps. We'll bring this. This is very forgiving with high latency. Not perfect, but... Gonna read the news while I'm waiting for the game. So there's in the news, county deputy treats others with kindness. That's a news story. Shows a picture of the guy. He looks very kind. Okay. Usually I like to help the light tanks because the light tanks like to climb the hill. I like to do damage to them. But because of my high latency, I think the best thing to do is to focus more on getting to the north. Wow, this is a tier 7 game. My team's really going to need me. So I'm really going to do my best to get to the north as quickly as possible. Normally, I would have taken up a sniping position to go after those guys. Oh, look at that. Oh. So you can hit the enemy tanks that get spotted on the way to the north. Ah. So you should head that way and stop over there and see if you can hit somebody on the way to the north. I don't play the obvious positions like over here and over here, so I really don't know them. I like to play the difficult, challenging positions, and the reason why is because I'd get bored playing the easy spots over and over again. So this is the angle you want to use. You point the gun towards the enemy and you keep that angle. Don't go more than that. Keep it kind of like that. Only for tanks with spaced armor on the side. And I know it from testing. You just keep it like that. So he hit me with an HE round. HE rounds, you're going to take damage. That's the way it is. That's the way they work. We'll focus on this WZ because looks like I might be alone here. No, I'm not alone. I want them to shoot at me first so they don't shoot at my allies, obviously. So I was kind of looking at the hit points of these guys. Didn't have a good angle on that guy. He's way too close. He's going to nail me. This guy is right behind me. What the hell is he thinking? I mean, he should know better than to be behind somebody like that. So because of that, I wasn't able to block damage properly. I don't really want to push him. Oh, come on. Angle real quick. Ah! It looked like it was a little bit of a delay with that angling. I just took a chance. We're winning 7-2. If I don't do anything substantial, we'll be okay. You don't want to be close because you got that big thing up on top. They can hit your weak spots if you're close, so you got to stay away. And you don't want to do an angle like what I'm doing right now. But how am I going to get over there? I'm going to have to give that guy a rear angle. I'm going to point my rear towards him like that in case he comes out. Not that it matters. It looks like we'll be fine. Oh, come on. Was aiming for the lower plate and at the last second it jumped and went for the tire. I don't know if he fired. Point one corner towards him and one corner towards him, and you get the best angle. An angle real quick. Hit towards the front. He missed. Better angle than that. Come on. So he did kill the Type 4 Heavy. I'm going to go on the far side of that tank if I can. Seriously, that's an example where you saw the little green thing and I clicked the button, and because of my latency, he gets the kill. That's the way it always will be. When it's close range like that and we both have an equal chance, I always lose. To me, it looked like he was a clear shot. I pressed the button. I'm never going to win something like that. I should have gone into the sniper mode and hit the front of his tank or come up with a better angle. Well, he was firing AG. So if you hear me say, you know, I can't win close combat because it's never equal, that's an example. I still did pretty good considering I had super high latency. It's a fun tank. I was so glad when this tank came out, and I'm going to be sad when I level it up. But I'm also happy to move on to the mouse. Okay, so this is the Skoda. I don't have the Top Gun, but you can see I'll have it soon. I decided to just go for the Top Gun. I'm a little bit worried because of the latency, but I'm just going to have to stay back. There hasn't been a lot of news. I own a book site, and there hasn't been a lot of news the past few days. I've noticed it's been very thin on news. I read the news every day just to see what's going on. Yeah, like you'd be surprised some of the things that I learn. For example, all the new movies that are coming out, because I'm in the Philippines, I don't see the ads for new movies. I learn about everything because the actors are doing interviews. Like Will Ferrell is doing interviews with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. They've got a movie coming out. Okay, is there a great sniping position? I don't know. I think the best thing to do is to blind fire at the enemy. 695 milliseconds. So I'm going to go to the corner. My first goal is to spot enemy light tanks. So again, anything that's jumping around, I'm seeing the same thing. It's not a stream error. It's the way I play the game. You know, tanks jump around a lot. My gun will jump around a lot. I'm going to spot. I've got pretty good spotting range. I'm going to come over here and spot. And we'll all, as a team, work on taking those enemy light tanks out. So he did a lot of jumping around, and my tank is still jumping around. Uh-oh. It's really jumping around a lot. That shot did not go out. It happens to me all the time. Or maybe it did a couple seconds later because it looked like I did knock something down. It just took a long time for the shot to register. Oh, come on. Vehicle's not turning. See, that's what happens. I'm trying to turn and go forward. I'm just trying to correct it to line up a shot on those tanks up there. F that. So I tracked him, which should be pretty good. My team was able to nail him. I got 1,000 tracking damage. This is what happens when you have high latency. It's gonna be. I'm trying to side scrape, and it's nearly impossible for me to line up over there. You got to be really gentle. That's not side scrape. Come on, come on. So I think there might be a tank up there. Oh, it looks like I hit somebody. We don't know his health. Yeah, I think I hit somebody. He probably reversed because that's a natural habit. Looks like I hit. Oh, no, no. There was a little bit of delay before the splash. We'll check in the after game stats if I hit him. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 stop. What's going on? I really can't tell what's going on. Oh, it's an E100. Come on, move, 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 move. T110 E4 right there. Just a crazy shot. You never know if you're going to hit something, so I take the shot. I got enough rounds, right? Can't tell if there's a tank right there. Nope. I'm low on hit points. A smart thing to do is to go all the way in the back somewhere. The enemy is not going to win. They have 6 minutes to kill all of us. They got to get 11 kills in 6 minutes. Very unlikely that they'll do that. It says a T49. The T49 has got to be nearby. He must have snuck through. I don't see T49. Where is he? Okay, whatever the T49 is, either he died already or maybe it was our T49 killed the enemy SPG, and I thought they were referring to our SPG. I'm just going to sit in the back here and stay alive. I didn't get any damage this game. They got 5 minutes left. I'm doing this because my arm hurts, okay? Got to ease up on the arm a little bit. We could do some driving, see how the driving works. See how it's jumping around a little bit. I need to record something on a replay. So I had a game, I don't know if you noticed it, where people were jumping off the cliff. Was it the Sweden map? Just want to record it because it was a cool little piece of gameplay. I need those universals. I did not hit the AMX 13105. It looks like I hit a Skoda T50 and I tracked him. and I got the tracking damage, and that's where I came up. So one thing that I learned playing ranked battles, I don't I wasn't getting ahead from winning. I was getting ahead because when I lost, I was top on the team. So even though I was losing, I was performing well on the losing team. And in ranked battles, you get ahead even if you do that. Okay, normally we have to go recheck the ammo. Um, I want to look at what it says over here. 248 and 50. So I'm going to bring half and half. We're going to bring this down to, oh, it's an autoloader. I don't bring any premium rounds. So this way I can do a lot of blind firing. Okay, we're going to see high latency and packet loss. Really, it's kind of bad sometimes. I've had a lot worse. Nothing that's killed me, but if I'm near the water, I have to be careful. Because of my packet loss, I'm probably going to play sniping the heavy tanks. So what I'm going to do, first, I am looking to see what the situation is with the light tanks. And I'm going to move into a sniping position. But because of my high latency and packet loss, you see him jumping around, I'm going to stay in the back and snipe. It's unlikely that I'll hit anything. If you hear me yell, it's probably because of latency and packet loss. See, right now, I disappeared for a moment. Very dangerous over here. Where I am right now is very dangerous. I take damage in this spot all the time. So don't be very careful if you're over here. Got to use that auto aim. You see how the delay is on that shot? I used to come out to this house every game and snipe across, but they added all the bushes to make it hard. So you can't really do it anymore. Question is that Conway still there? And can I... Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want this. We don't want this. There's definitely a delay. Where do you think the Conway is? I'm only going to guess he's right there. Wow, we're winning over here. This tank fires fast. I like it. You see that delay? Oh, come on. Just park over here. Okay, so there's an SPG over here. I'm sorry, there's a tank destroyer. I thought I was safe over here. I guess I wasn't. But that was fun. I'm used to playing fast, light tanks, so I'm not used to like a slow speed vehicle. Oh, come on. So I'm going to try to help my ally shooting light tanks. I'm going to have to hide over here. I can't afford to get spotted. There's SPG in this game, so we got to watch out for that. Obviously, I was spotted. So they're probably up over there. So I don't know if I'm spotted or not. I'm just going to come up to here, and we're going to find out. Oh, he was the one that spotted me. You want to get the enhanced suspension and as many things that do repairs if you play those types of vehicles. Obviously, being parked in the center of the bush is not a good idea. If you have a choice, try to park at the sides or wherever you think the enemy's not going to shoot if they blind fire. So I got 2,500 spotting damage. I'm going to pull back a little bit. So we've got enemy tanks behind this rock right there. What I could do is go like this. You see that? It says I hit that guy. So if he's spotted, that's pretty cool. I'm just going to keep on blind firing. Have no idea if I'm hitting anything. I have so many rounds. I've got like 40 rounds, so I'll just keep on firing. That E5 that I hit, he is out of the game. They did kill him like 10 seconds after I hit him. Okay, so there's another vehicle. Oh, he's dead. It could be that I'm bouncing off of this guy and not realizing it. And he's dead. You want to blind fire for the AMX? Let's go for that tortoise. Try and track him. I know it doesn't matter now because he's almost dead. They killed the AMX 1390, but I'm sorry, I don't know where he was. Okay, so I'm just going to rush across the field. Coming at an angle. That's a good angle. You see, I got 17 spotting damage. Fire on the move. Okay, so let's see who we hit. I only hit one tank, which is a T110E5 for 335 damage, according to the game. Let's see what the after game says. It says I hit him twice. Oh, and I hit the AMX 1390. Okay, so this was blind firing, and these two shots were blind firing. But one of the shots he was not spotted, and I got 3,000 spotting damage. Okay. Always check your gun. You see how it says the 50 average penetration for HE? Some of these vehicles, like this one, look at his average penetration, 105. You want to run this with HE rounds. If you play the Leopard PTA, use HE rounds. They're high penetration rounds. I think he's split, so I need to get a lot of games in with him. I am practicing blind firing, so it's something that I'm actively working on doing, which is why you're going to see me do it a little bit more often. There is a spotting position that I know it's really hard to get there. You got to be really fast, and I don't think I'm going to go today. Because of my high latency, I'm going to do some spotting. The question is where. Oh, look at that. That's not a stream error. That was what latency does. It's like he didn't even spot me. My sixth sense did not go off. But if I watch, see, look at that. But if I watch the replay, it'll say that it went off like immediately. This is so cool. I discovered a new sniping position. See, I'm taking these hits because I want to show this sniping position. Okay, recorded. Now you can see, yes, I'm willing to take damage, so I can show a sniping position for a sniping position video. I'm not a complete idiot. It was totally worth it. Now I got to remember, okay, so I died because of it. But that was really cool. All you got to do is you can reverse up here. Tanks usually don't show up here. The tanks that are over here, you can, I don't remember where I was. I'm glad I got those screenshots. I'll review them later. So there's a spot where you can reverse up and use your gun elevation to snipe at tanks like that Foch. That's really cool. I'm glad I discovered it. And like I said, I'm willing to take damage to make a sniping position video. People don't understand that. You know, when am I going to get the chance to do that? It could be months before I get a chance to test that position out again. In fact, I'm going to look at it right now. Trying to figure out where it is. When you do sniping position videos, at first you get all the easy stuff, but then after, I didn't get the screen grab. Everything happened so fast. I didn't get a good screen grab, unfortunately. So I'll have to try it again. But I have an idea. It's in the D3 area. The issue is that there's a bush right behind where I was. And when I did the screen grab, all I see is a giant bush. So. Okay, we're going to defend. You know, I'm going to have to take a sniping position somewhere. I'm probably going to go to B1. And you know what? This is a horrible tank to do that. Normally, I would go for that house that I'm pointing at right there. But because of my latency, if I get spotted, they're going to nail me. It's like, is that tank really just sitting there? This is not a... See what happened? That's what happens when I play. There was once I was driving and a tank circled in front of me, and then he shot me from behind, you know? I'm not here. I'm somewhere else. I got to take my hand off the keyboard because I know I'm not, and I have to hit the stop key. There's something going on. Oh, I was there. Okay, I just stopped moving is all. That happens, so. Okay, buddy. All the jumping around is from the latency. This is 200 frames per second. I got a very fast laptop. I think it's the 8550U. The pass mark is like 8,500 or 9,000, and it's got a nice graphics card. Vehicle's not moving. Come on, buddy. I can't tell what's going on here. Oh, come on. I don't have binocs on this. Just going to blind fire. I was close. I think I got a clear shot. Nice. Little bit of a delay. See how he's jumping around? I need to use the auto aim. Gun's jumping around. I don't know where to line up for all these tanks that are advancing. This one I'm going to aim, obviously. Come on. Ah. So, obviously, I don't know if it repaired my tracks and I hit reverse. It didn't go anywhere. But they all nailed me really hard. I guess I wasn't hidden well enough. Should have moved forward a little bit. It's no big deal. I knew there was a risk. These tanks are difficult to drive when you have high latency. The Russian tanks, mediums and light tanks, can be really difficult. Got 230. I've got like 120 sniping positions coming up. Looking to see if there's anything interesting. Nothing groundbreaking. Ah, the vehicle's not moving. I know if I go that way, they'll spot me. It always happens. I don't have binocs. .238 penetration for tier 9 is a little low. .61 is kind of average for HE. So I've been through here so many times with so many great tanks with great camo, get spotted all the time. It's almost impossible to not be spotted. You certainly can't fire. And to hide from incoming fire is nearly impossible. Okay, I gotta wait for the latency. Yep, see, there it is. No, stop, please. Yep, there it is. Oh, come on. Yeah. So, I would never have been able to position my tank better. That's too bad. Maybe I should have just sat in that bush, but they would have known I'm here. They would have seen me. It's too difficult. I've never succeeded at playing that position. And the only way to figure it out is to test. I mean, it's no one's going to show you how to do it. And with latency, you're never going to get anywhere. Erlenberg and Murovanka. Nothing special. We'll go back to this tank. I found a position on Ghost Town, and I've actually been playing it. I'm having good games with it. And I found a good position on Overlord. So with Overlord, I used to believe that you had to make a decision as a heavy tank, be on the upper level or go to the lower level. But I found a sniping position where you can shoot down to the lower level from the upper level and play the upper level at the same time. So it is possible. It's, in fact, there's many positions. It is dangerous. If the enemy is playing on the upper level, they're going to cream you. But at least if you're on the upper level and nobody's there, you can help with the lower level without going down below. There's a way to do it. And you got a lot of options. So we're going to come over here. We're going to spot. Come on. It's driving real funky. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. So that's what happens. I'm not where I want to be, but I mean, if I try to move, it'll put me too far. Yeah, I just want to be right here. I don't think. Oh, come on. These guys, look at that. They're leaving way too many north. That guy's blind firing over here. Oh no, he's firing at my allies. I guess I completed a mission. I wonder what it was. Spot 4 and remain unspotted, and I gotta survive. I gotta survive in order to do with honors. I'm gonna help out in the south. They need me. I'm not the type of player where I go where all of my allies are. I don't lemming. There's people that are good players that have high win rates. What they're doing is they follow where their allies are going so they know they'll stay alive, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to help my team where they need help. I don't think I'm going to go all the way. That would be a little stupid. I'm just going to take up a spotting position. So if something happens, I'll spot for my team if the enemy advances. Like maybe over here. I might not have a good game. We don't have anybody sniping over here, but it's the right thing to do. I have too much latency to be mobile and run around the map. Okay, my team's advancing in the north. Look at that. I guess I didn't hit anything. See how the vehicle flipped? at that. How are you going to hit that thing? Definitely a delay. I got to stay far away, otherwise they'll clobber me. See how it's jumping around? Well, at least I got 0 damage. Ah! So the tank, there was a delay firing, but it actually did hit him. Just didn't damage him. Oh, I'm the only one here. I gotta run. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay. When I talk while I'm playing, my game performance plummets dramatically. I don't pay as much attention. Okay, let's see what Z Goose has to say. Let's see how amazing it is. If you're gonna pull a fucking 0 in a T-54, why do you feel like you need to anonymize your name? Because I have 400 millisecond latency and went AFK is why. Thank you for asking. Used to always get nice messages. People were so polite and say, "Oh, I watch your videos." And now it's always mean. I can't wait to level this up. Found a sniping position on Empire's border. And because I'm not like a sniper person, I'm always playing on the front lines. You know, I'm always in front of my allies. I don't know these positions. Oh, look at this one. Is this what I think it is? Can't tell. I'm looking for one from mines where you can hit the tanks as they enter the hill. But that might have been it. But there's no enemy tank, so I can't tell. I found one on Minsk, which is good for like a Waffenträger. And I played it a few times. It's pretty cool. Okay, so, oh, not again. So I've been playing over here. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy because of the latency. And this is a low penetration gun. It's tier 9, and it only does like 200 pen, which is not even good for tier 8. All the jumping around is because of my latency. It's not because of the stream. See how my tank keeps on moving? See how the tank is flying? I know you probably can't see because you're not seeing it full screen. The gun's jumping around. You don't want to get spotted over here. All the weird stuff happening on screen, I'm seeing the same thing. So I missed a shot. I aimed for the wrong tank. You see how there was a delay? He hit me. You see the ammo come through, and then there was a delay when it shows him hitting me. Vehicle's not moving. The gun's jumping around. Missed whatever chance I had. So I was aiming for the T5 heavy, but because of the angle he was coming at, I wasn't going to be able to penetrate him. I thought I was going to hit him on the side. So I had to switch, and by then it was too late. All the gun movements is from the latency. Okay, so I got one shot in. The weird gun movement, again, is from the latency. It's better now. Knock down as many trees as I can. All the weird jumping. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I don't know where I am. So because I don't know where I am, I have to hit reverse. It's not turning. There it is. There it is. Okay, I just got to sit here and hope to be safe. It's 600 something milliseconds and red. That's really bad. I got to wait. Okay, now it's back to normal. Normal being 300 something. This is not going to work for me. I don't know if I can hit anything. I really want to go that way. I got to do something with this EBR. I don't want him to harass my team because he can cause a lot of problems. I see he's pulling out this, not that the standard B was fighting. Yeah, that's what you get. Hey, I got a hit. Standard B is going back. Got to be very careful. I could go right in the water here. Oh, come on. So I know what's going, I'm, see what happened? Jumped. I'm trying to turn my tank and the tank's not turning. And, I know there's something wrong. If you hear noise and the vehicle doesn't move, you see, there's another one. I know he thinks he's going to outsmart me. Okay, I tried to use the auto aim and then fire. It didn't really work. I should have just fired. Okay, let's go. He's going to clobber me. Okay. I know I lied to the guy about the Murovanka game, but who cares? Okay, Leopard PTA, remember, high penetration. He's got 105 penetration on the HE rounds. So we're going to be doing some testing. I'm going to fire a lot of HE, see if I do a lot more damage. I found an interesting position on Murovanka. It's A5, which is basically at the base. You can aim in all sorts of different directions. It's something that I've got to explore. It's a good defensive position. I found a good sniping position for Erlenberg. There's a bridge and there's a way to snipe across the bridge. There's a place where you park. It's kind of in the backfield, so it's really only useful for sniping across the bridge, but it's pretty cool. If you see enemy tanks on that bridge, you go over to that position and no one will ever spot you. I got binocs, so ideally I'd want to do some spotting. Okay, let's try a passive spotting game. There's a perfect place to do it. It's near that tower. Or I could do it right here. Vehicle didn't turn. You see there was a delay. It's another one. You see that? That's what I got to deal with. It's going to do it again. See? And again. So it's really hard sometimes for me to get into position. Okay, the WZ is going to that spot. My vehicle is not moving. 999 milliseconds. Vehicle's not moving. I really don't feel comfortable going into the town, which is where I normally go. So I'm going to stay back. I'm going to park over here, do my best to get in that bush. I see how it went a little bit too far. Not so bad. Went further than I wanted to. Okay, it's not so bad. Can't really spot anything. All the gun movements is from the latency. Not turning. Trying to turn it. Okay. The enemy is in the north. So I'm telling my team. See, there's a delay for the message to come out. So hopefully these guys will reposition to the north. He looks like he needs help. I wanted to go that way, but the vehicle just drives itself, you know? It looks like the guys are repositioning, so thank God they listened. Often that doesn't happen. He's kind of within my range, so I might get spotted. I'm going to try and reverse. I can't hit him from here. What the hell? I see all that jumping around with the view. I mean, it's a pain. It could be a real pain. I hit him. You got him. The shot went in and there was a little delay. So we actually may have turned it around. I once spotted a tank, my ally aimed at it and killed it, and then it appeared on my screen. That's what lag does. I wanted to go get behind that WZ. Obviously, they're going to have a lot of their backup over here. So what I'm doing is either really smart or really stupid. Oh, good. I'm going to head this way so they can't shoot at me. So, like, I like to lead my team. If you don't, they'll just sit in the back and camp. So I know the safest way to get everywhere. If they hit me, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep on going. But now they have a big problem. They've got a low hit point tank. Ah, fuck. So I was hitting the brakes. I always hit the brakes when I go over, but the game. That's what happens sometimes, You just. What I was going to say is when you go into like where I was going, if the enemy up on the hill was a well armored, high hit point tank, they'll come after you. If they're a weak armored tank with low hit points, they'll just stay up there. So that's one of the other things you need to know. Always hit the brakes when you go down the hill. So I found an SPG position, which I think is amazing. I thought that if you play in the south on Karelia, where the heavy tanks are, you can't hit the medium tanks. But it ends up there's a way you can align it so you can hit both, because the medium tanks like to hide in a certain spot, and I found it. I found a great sniping position on Sand River. If I had watched this before I played that game, it wouldn't have mattered because the enemy didn't come that way. Okay, Ghost Town. Again, I can't do close combat with the high latency. They'll just clobber me. See, like right now, I'm not. See, I wasn't in the game. And I know because I tried to turn and the vehicle didn't turn. I'm trying to turn to line up over here. You see how you've got this building here and this building here? You want to line them up like this so that you get the widest view, and this building and this building. So now I can hit over here. If they're behind this building, oh, I got effed it. Wow, I hit them. Can't even hit them from close range. My vehicle's not moving. But I got to keep on moving so I don't get hit by SPG. Not turning. That was just a wild, unaimed shot, of course. You see, that's an example where the latency gets me. You know, he was in one spot, I fired, and then he just disappeared. Nice. I gotta hide from the RU. I love the RU-251. It's a great tank. I'm gonna make sure that the enemy is outside of my white circle. You don't have to be in the bush. Maybe there's a Sheridan right there. We're gonna find out. 17-second reload. I'm gonna go help out those guys because you never know when these guys are gonna be spotted again. Use that amazing speed. You see there's a gap right over here. So this is another sniping position, but I haven't tested it. But that's something that I want to test. It's just something that I noticed there's a little gap over there. Maybe I tested it. I don't remember. Maybe the enemy has to be really far away and you got to be up on that hill and then you can shoot through that gap. And you don't see it on the mini map, but it's there. Okay, looks like we got a T-30. No, he's way far away. So I'm staying in the back because I have high latency. Everything's jumping around. You see like how it's jumping? Ah! Oh, I hit him. You know, it used to be you only had like 16 times zoom, but now we've got 25 times zoom. That's because of me. I was the one who complained to customer service. They know who I am. I've probably sent them 300 emails over the years. You know, they're not complaints like, I hate your game. It's always like, why don't you make it so that we can zoom in further? Because before you used to have to zoom in from like this. And I was like, you know, it's really hard to snipe from far away. And they always add my suggestions so quickly, like within a few weeks. There's like 50 of my suggestions that they added to the game over the past 5 or 6 years. Okay, let's see how he did. So look at that. I came number 3. Now, I would never put that video on my YouTube channel because it's just stupid gameplay. But there's people that think that if they play like that, that they think they're amazing players. I'm not going to play light tanks. Forget it. I'll just get clobbered. So until we do the PTA, we're done. There's really no reason to play on anything other than premium tanks because there's the bonus. We've got this ×5 to XP. So we're going to go for that. we're going to play tier 9, but we're going to go back and play some of the ones that are about to level up. Which will be this tank. I found an interesting SPG position on Serene Coast. I'm trying to find like the magic position where you can hit the enemy when they're hull down. On fjords, there's a house on a hill and there's like a staircase. It's where the heavy tanks play. If you go down there and you look up, you'll see that there's a bunch of houses, there's a staircase, and there's like a flat area. I found something really cool. I found a spotting position on Siegfried Line for encounter mode when you're, no, for assault mode when you're defending. It's really dumb for me to play in the town. I usually support the light tanks on the middle road. Maybe we'll go to a sniping position I know where they won't spot me. So we're going to keep an eye on this road. You want to spot from over here. You don't want to spot from the road. If you spot from the road, you're going to spot far fewer tanks. The best position is that house right there. We're going to blind fire bushes. And the reason why is because you can shoot into town and you can shoot at the road, which is why it's cool. Maybe I'll move to that position. There's a cool position up over here and over here. I'm going to do the HE rounds. 65 pen. It's a little bit above average, but it's really not that great. So let's try some of these guys. Can't really see these bushes down there. Didn't get spotted. He's worth blind firing one more shot. Okay, maybe not. So if you go to this house, you can watch down this road and you can shoot on that road over there. And you can just hide behind the house when you need safety. Oh, there was a badger out there. Okay, we got an issue with the valley. I'm going to go that way. See how quickly I can get there. HE rounds for this guy. You see there's that low hit point tank, so he's kind of a priority. Let's see if we can get him. I guess not. Wow, I bounced. Wow, 2 bounces. So I was side scraping kind of wrong. And as you can see, it made a difference. And the enemy is capping. Didn't damage him. Ah! I'm going to take a 1-minute break. Okay, so I'm looking at Ghost Town. I was talking about a sniping position where there was this little narrow gap between the buildings and you had to go back more. I'm looking at, I've already reviewed this. You can shoot tanks. You can definitely shoot tanks through there. Clear shot. Okay, so I found a sniping position on Minsk where you can hit the heavy tanks that are closer to the middle of the map. There's 2 openings on their row of buildings I'm talking about from the north, and you can shoot under the bridge. So that's cool that you can guard both at the same time. Gonna go this way. I've got high latency. We've seen a lot of weird things happening in the game. You're gonna see the gun jump, see like that. You're gonna see the gun jump around, and you're gonna see tanks jump around. You're gonna see shots fire out with a delay. And I'm probably gonna get an amazing win rate. Okay, so I'm thinking the best thing to do is to, oh, come on, is to stay far away and to stay hull down. I mean, I really have no choice. If I don't do it, they're just going to destroy me. Okay, I'm going to go climb that hill. I'm going to use HE rounds. Oh, no, don't do that. Come on. Oh, come on, guys. Leave me alone. Gonna knock the tree down. Oh. Okay, this this is where you hide from the enemy. The SPG is going to fire over here again. We all know that he's going to do that. So I'm going to move. So he's going to think, I got spotted through all this. That's too bad. He would have thought I was shooting from up there, but that's okay. So that's why you got to go to that position immediately. If I had gone there immediately, it would have been a great game. Okay, you ready for this? We're going to have an amazing comment from Convective Unit 1. You had much more potential, mate. You choose to cower. Let's see who it is. There he is, the charioteer. You forget I saved your life. I killed that guy who was about to kill you. You're welcome. Obviously, that's not true, but, you know, we can say whatever we want. Oh, we'll play this. So I'm getting additional 5 times bonuses for a couple games. I found a cool sniping position on Ensk. So if you're on the north team, you can go all the way to the south past the plaza and shoot through the buildings and hit enemy tanks, but it was always dangerous. However, they changed the train cars, so now you don't have to do it on the outside of the train cars. You can go between the train cars and shoot over the train cars, and you got clear shots on those tanks. This is going to be tough. So I'm having high latency. You're going to see weird things happen. The gun's going to jump around. Tanks are going to jump around. It really hasn't seemed that bad. Okay, there. You see how it's jumping around? Not a streaming error. So if I get close to the enemy, they're just going to clobber me. I have to stay away from the enemy. I'm going to see if I get spotted over here. It looks like I didn't. So if I did, I would blind fire the bushes. We don't have sniper support over here, which is dumb because, you know, it's a great position. Well, it looks like the enemy did something real dumb. I'm going to make a run. Please post in the comments what a stupid player I am. Was I not spotted when I hit that progetto? You know, they're not firing at me, so I'm going to take this as a sign. This is a sign. This is a clear sign that they want me to run into their backfield. I think that's what they want. Obviously, I didn't aim that shot. Just keep on running. Don't want to knock the buildings down, and I don't want to get hit by that FV. So I'm going to go between all these houses. Now I got a problem. Please hit that guy. Come on, hit him. Come on, hit him. Well, I guess he does have a fast reload. Oh, those are auto reloaders. I forgot. With a fast tank, that would work. And not only that, what the hell's going on? Well, these that's actually not so dumb. It's giving me ideas. I want to try with a fast tank, see what happens. I had a game once, it was on Fjords, where I did something like that. I just ran through the town and went all the way to the enemy backfield, and they all ran back to base after me, and my team followed and chased after them. And it was at a time that we had the open chat, and someone posted in chat, "You can run, but you can't hide," or something like that, or "Running back to base won't help you win." And we clobbered them. They actually did kill me, but I learned how to penetrate the back. If you do it, you want to go through the town from the south and then head straight for the peninsula and go as far down as on the peninsula as possible. And it's a suicide mission. I am going to go to the center of the map. When I was first starting, I used to go to the center of the map all the time. Haven't done it in years, so this might be something we add to the extremely stupid list. But oh, they took all the bushes away. And I forgot to fire. He didn't spot me. I missed. You notice that I fired while I was reversing. Oh, stupid leopard. He doesn't have rear gun depression, so I'll never be able to hit that guy. Okay. So there used to be bushes there, and it could have been years ago, and you just hide in the bush, and nobody drives out there, so they never spot you. And I would have spotted all the tanks around in the area, but you know, unfortunately, we can't do it anymore. You'd have to look at my videos from years ago to see me play like that. 218, 250. I found a sniping position on highway. We all know that if you're in the north, there's like a long road that you can shoot down that might have rail cars. If you go outside the town and you shoot straight down, you can also do something similar, but only if the tanks are on the red line, you won't hit them. But if they're one building in, you can. I found an interesting position where an SPG went to go hide on airfield. It's by the water. He went and hid there. We had to search for him. And then right when we got there, he drowned himself. Which people used to do all the time, but then they changed it. So the heavy tanks, they'll show up at some point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and shoot anybody that comes this way. They put a lot of trucks in the way. So I'm just going to check to see what's going on over here. I missed that guy. It looks like I missed another one. You can hit tanks all the way in the back there. Yeah, I should have kept on moving, but I didn't. I missed them. That was a lousy shot. Okay, he's dead. He probably wasn't expecting that. I always try to do something unexpected. The jumping around is from the latency. It's not a streaming error. So close combat's going to be difficult. There's going to be a delay. It actually hasn't been that bad. It was worse earlier. Look at all the paratroopers. I'm going to do HE rounds. This is only, I think, 218, and his armor's, I think, 250. So I hit the Type 5 or Type 4 for 102. And I hit 221 on the Object 263. These are with HE rounds with a 61 penetration, which is relatively low, not good. I'm going to track him because if you're the first one to track him, you get more EXP. Go for that side. Missed him. Go for the side turret. It's not spaced armor. It's weaker than the front of the turret. You could go for the roof also. Come on, come on. See, you only need to grab a little bit right there. See, I hit him. Well, I guess it was only for 17. We'll try the same thing again. Did not penetrate. There is another way you can hit, which is right there. Let's try over there. It didn't work. So I wanted to track him. You can cause damage when you hit the track and keep him stuck out in the open. So that's like a really cool shot. Come on, come on, come on. 112. I hit closer to the engine, but I think the ammo is mid hull, so you can ammo rack him. Got 124. If you do AP rounds, you're just gonna bounce. There was a tank I hit him. It was like today or yesterday. I hit him like 6 times or 7 times for like 200 per shot, and I ended up doing a lot of damage to him. So I'm going to switch to regular rounds on the next shot. We got to watch out because you got that bat chat off in the... No, the bat chat won't be a problem. We're going to do a reverse side scrape. No, we're not. Didn't make a good decision. I should have aimed for the gun. If I track him, they can get behind him. I know it's no big deal. He is going to die. I just don't want me to be the one he hits. And he's dead. Oh, I got 1,400 track damage. But he wouldn't be able to angle as he pleases. It looks like he was trying to angle. That's actually not such a bad angle. If you're a light tank player and you're on a city map and you don't know what to do, try to track tanks out in the open. I've wanted to do this, but it's not easy because, you know, everybody's hull down now. See, I got the ×5 and the ×5. You got a double ×5. Huh. And look, I did pretty good. Amazing. Major team contribution. I love the Maoshin. I don't want to level it up. I've got 45 million silver. We'll go for this guy. I already got the WZ-111 5A is the better tank compared to the 113. I believe the 113 used to be the strongest turret in the game, but no longer. I found a good sniping position for El Halouf. And I found one on Siegfried Line in the north for encounter mode. On Siegfried Line, in the south, there's a big hill out in the field. If you set up on that field, you can get great shots into the town. You got to find the correct position. I was doing so well there that they just started blind firing me. Okay, so you've probably heard me say it 1,000 times. I don't play the easy positions. It looks like my latency is better now. Haven't seen delays and things like that. So I'm gonna go into the town. There's one Artie in the game. We got to watch out for him. Let's do an ambush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spot the tanks that cross over and shoot at them. And there's many possible choices. You don't want to go to the right of that road. Always stay on the left of the road so you don't get proximity spotted. Don't knock any buildings down. We got a tank right there. Let's see if I can get him. He just disappeared. Ah! That sucks so bad. He was not side scraping well. I don't know how I didn't penetrate that. If artillery hits me, I really don't care. Because, I mean, they've got the ability to hit from anywhere on the map. Can't. Ah! I wanted to return fire. I was slow to do the repairs. So he damaged me on 2 shots. So we didn't get anything interesting. I didn't damage anything. I've gone into the water, but you don't want to do it in a high tier game. In a low tier game, you go in the water. If you do it in a high tier game, they'll come after you. So these bushes over here are cool. So we're going to head for those bushes. Oh, standard B. WZ's revenge. Ah! Nothing. If there's nobody here, it's safe for me to sit over here, but we don't know if there's nobody here or not. We really don't know. Ah! It was not safe here. SPG is literally at the rail. They'll do that. Certain tanks will definitely come after you. Oh, it's a cap. I forgot. You see, because I'm doing commentary, I don't really play my best. It's encounter mode, so of course they're going to come over there. So I wasn't really paying attention. See the gun jumping around? I missed my shot on him because the gun was jumping around. These are the bushes I like to hide in. I've done it many times. They're always changing it. You can spot from here. You can snipe from here. And you can hit the guys in the middle. The audio didn't go off for the Sixth Sense. Got to get close to the houses. So obviously I fired it to him real fast. Somebody set him on fire. I'd rather take the shot than not. I got 33 rounds. Oh, tree got to knock the tree down. So I thought the Bat Chat was going to keep on moving. He stopped. So I missed my shot on him. I want to hit that Udis. HE rounds. Bounce. Udis is dead. Miss. Scores 2-1. They're forced to do something. They've got 50 seconds to reset cap. Obviously, he's dead. So I wasn't paying close enough attention to my hit points. I should not have tried to absorb that shot. And I don't like the rounds that I had selected. HE round is just going to be a waste if I fire it at the bat chat. SPG is still in the game. Ah! I didn't think he had a shot on me, but he did. He shot me through the house, apparently. He got me. 2,900 spotting damage. Because I was constantly spotting them, it makes it difficult for them to advance. If they advance, they're going to get spotted. And they're going to get sniped at from the side. There's a sniping position on mines from the north team. You shoot at the heavy tanks through the bushes that I've been playing a lot. It's a little bit difficult, but I've been figuring it out. I kind of figured it out now. I found a sniping position on Ensk where you can, like at the beginning of the game, I shoot through the rail lines. You can shoot diagonally through the rail lines over the rail cars, and you can shoot. If it's a hull down position that you can fire through the rail cars. It's for the south team. I think this vehicle has good gun depression, so we're going to find out. Wow, they changed this. It used to be all blocked off. Oh, you can't spot people anymore. You never really could. It used to be a building over here. But now you can sit up here and you can kill Fosh bees. I disagree with the changes they made to this. I had this map blocked, so I haven't been playing it for like months. Oh, you turned. You turned your gun, you did. Oh, you turned your gun and you're out in the open. Gonna angle. That was the wrong angle. I chose the wrong angle. Let's see if we can help out over here. He knew I was coming. He's got 7 cents angling. Come on, dude. So we have to prevent that guy from hitting me. Missed a shot on that guy. And I think he fired. Missed another shot. Guess what's going to happen now? Oh, stupid me. Stupid me. Could have gone right into this ditch. Unaimed. Got to spin that around. Yeah, I should have obviously aimed that in. You only need one tank to slow the enemy down. One of the mediums should have gone back to slow them down, and obviously it didn't look like that was happening. I don't want to play the Maushan. I don't want to get the bonuses on the Maushan. I will take the bonuses on this thing. So there was not any latency in that game. It must be better now. We're going to get a good gun soon. I'll decide in this game if the engine's worth it. You see how it says 550 and this one's 610? Just because it goes up a little bit doesn't mean it won't make a big improvement. Like if it goes from 500 to 520, it might make a huge improvement. I found a spotting position on Karelia that works out really well. As long as the enemy isn't stupid. If the enemy is stupid, they'll wander around and then they'll bump into you. I found a new sniping position on Sand River. So in the far south, there's all the sand dunes. There's a dune. It's not exactly in the middle of the map, but there's a dune that you can park behind where the medium tanks aren't going to spot you, but you can snipe at the heavy tanks through the town. And I've never seen anybody play this before. And I know all sorts of sniping positions. I've never played it before. This is a total new one. I found on Serene Coast in the north by the base, there's 2 mountains, and you can drive between them. 2 giant hills you can drive between. And I found a way you can shoot between those 2 mounds. So if there's like a weak armored tank is going to park over there, and if they're parked over there, you just go and you go to the spot, and it's a nice position, very versatile. I use it all the time. I didn't notice there happened to be an enemy there who was hiding, and I noticed that you could snipe there, and they go that way when they want to run away. Just a random shot. I've got 50 rounds. Okay, that guy's way advanced. I will go after him. He's got a fight on his hands. Gonna angle a little bit better. Not that it matters. Ah! I could literally spot from these bushes over here. He's going a little slow. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get in these little bushes. And I'm going to spot from here. Miss. I don't know what it is. It's these guys get away with so much, but when I drive them, everybody kills me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There's a Progetto up there. You see that somebody is advancing over here. We don't have SPGs in this game. If we did, I'd be worried about it. We've got so many. Too many south. Need help in north. What they should do is just keep on going. Just going to blind fire. Look for a hill. There's one right there. Rear mounted gun. Here's a hill. I don't think the enemy's going to win. They're not doing that great. They got 7 minutes left and they got 0 kills. These guys haven't moved anywhere. What are they doing? If they want to shoot, they should come over here. I mean, they're going to what? Go after that T-28? That's why you don't assume to go to the places that Wargaming made. Too many people go there. Everybody knows about them. Everyone, and they make it hard to snipe at everything. And everybody over here knows that these are here, and they're going to be careful not to go that way. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to vote yes on the new engine. What these guys are doing is completely wrong. They're never going to win playing like this. And these guys, look at them. They're not even moving. I think I'll spot them. No, I won't. Because he angled himself, I used the auto aim. Because he was slowing, he was crossing slowly. So I want to spot, you can see that someone is clicking on the map, FV4005. I had the same idea. I want to come over here and spot. He thinks that I'm doing it because he wanted me to. You know, I had already thought about it. He's not going to spot me because I'm firing through the grass. He won't spot me either. 3.5 minutes. If there's a crazy push, I'm going to run and hide. Actually, you know what? This guy will probably stay alive. Now, the last 3 minutes, what we should do is we should literally rush them. But people, you know, they're really not great players, so they don't know. We should really rush them. They're not going to make it to the base and then spend a minute and a half capping. It's not going to work. They're not going to cap. They're not going to kill us all. I'm not getting the spot damage. Okay, I'm going to rush them. I know you're impressed by the amount of damage I do. Actually, 324 is not bad. But clearly I'm going to go this way. I don't think the gun doesn't go behind me, so I can't reverse, which is obviously the better way to do it. See, like this. Maybe if I do it like this. Yeah, it's not working. They're not going to win. They got 2 minutes to kill everybody. His buddies won't be able to hit me. What happened? But they'll come out and try, right? Yeah, come on out, buddy. Come on out. So who's back there? Tortoise. The tortoise can't kill those guys. If I go out one more time, they'll kill me. So I want to do more damage. You do more damage, you get more EXP. So I don't care if he kills me. Oh, the tortoise is gone. Might not be a bright idea. Was not a bright idea. I could have bounced a shot. I was going to run. I could have bounced a shot and then killed him. The Centurion Action X was firing heat rounds. If it's yellow, that means it's a gold round. If it's gray, it's a regular round. So if it says APCR and it's gray, that's a standard round. Look at these guys. I mean, they're just sitting in the back. They're not. I would have rushed these guys. Do more damage. I would have hunted them down, surrounded them, killed them. You only need one guy to sit in the back and stay alive. So I got 2 5 times XPs. I'm going to go for the gun. You know, the engine's not that bad. So let's go for the gun. So this has 50 penetration for the HE, which is okay. I'm going to play this one. You know what? I don't... Oh, man, it's so tempting. I like playing this tank. I don't like playing the E75. So obviously the E75 is a candidate for the bonuses. I found a position for mines when the north team is entering the center hill. I found another position where you can snipe them from the south, and you don't have to go far. Like the other positions, you have to go all the way to the corner. This one, you don't have to. When you're in this situation, you're low tier heavy tank, play in the south. We'll start out in the south. I'm going to knock some stuff down while I'm here. You don't want stuff on your base. So you'll sometimes play and you'll get to the enemy base. You notice everything is knocked down. Don't do the rest of them, but do the ones on the base. So we'll come up over here. We'll see if we can help out this bat chat. But if nobody's coming, I'm going to leave. I didn't want to do that. That was probably latency related. Yeah, see, somebody's right there. That's too bad. That's it. So I won't be able to spot. I don't have the health medical kit. Guess what I'm going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? Didn't angle my gun fast enough. You gotta go. I gotta go this way in case a sniper takes a shot at me. Make sure that he's not tier 10. If he's a tier 10, he'll shoot again in 6 seconds. He's a tier 9. Wow, I'm driving so slow. Because I guess it's because of my injured commander. Ah, missed. Oh, come on. So the Chinese tanks don't have good gun depression. I'm going to do SPG F0. I'm using the auto reverse while I'm typing. heading towards rocks. You know what? This is really dumb. I don't have Sixth Sense. I didn't really gauge it properly. It looked like my allies were coming around in the south. They kind of are. Oh, I see his thing. He goes up there and then he rolls down. You see the standard B, you got to go after him before he reloads. I mean, and we got SPG at E0. I'm dead. That's okay. We're going to win this game. I'm considering putting the super Spall liner and maybe taking Vents off. Vents is +5 to all cruise skills, right? But like the Spall liner is like 50% protection or something like that. It's a big difference. And you can make up for Vents with things like these directives and stuff. I'm going to take a break because I don't know what time it is. So it is 1 a.m. Actually, 1 a.m. is not that bad. So I'm going to take a break. I'm in the Philippines and I'm going to go to sleep. I will talk to you later.